Just to show you guys, it's very, very busy here in China. Gonna go to a 7-Eleven. All right, guys, let's talk a bit about something that's a lot more spicy. How is China's economy doing right now? Me being here in China, and I've been here for more than 5 years. How is it looking like right now compared to before COVID and also compared to before? A lot of you guys have been concerned about the declining economy here in China and how that will impact NEO going forward. Let me just say straight off the bat, it's not as bad as some of the other YouTubers have said. All right, if you watch some channels like China Observer, they paint a very bleak picture. All the shopping malls closed, there's nobody there, a lot of empty stores everywhere, and then people homeless on the streets, living in the park, all sorts of stuff like that. Let me make something really clear. Youth unemployment very high right now. A lot of people that graduated from university can't find a job. Yes, correct. Some of them, even with like very good degrees, have to do very basic jobs like being a delivery worker. And there's nothing wrong with being a delivery worker, but it's not the most ideal job for most people here in China, especially if you got a good degree from a good university. But if you see in some of the videos that I film, there's lots of economic activity. People are outside dining out, people buying coffee, people buying all sorts of stuff, having a very good time. People are happy. Some restaurants packed. You gotta line up like crazy. Some of these coffee shops packed like crazy. Some of the milk tea places packed like crazy. You gotta line up. Guys, this, by the way, Lucky Coffee, quite busy even on Tuesday lunchtime. Lots of people. So guys, this is lunchtime on a Tuesday. Lots and lots of people, man. Lunchtime on a Tuesday. Wow. Restaurants all still have a ton of employees and not running a skeleton crew. Traffic jam in China, as usual, just hellish traffic jam, cars everywhere. So economic activity is still there. However, the source of the complaint, and I guess the source of people worrying about China's economy, all has to do with, first of all, unemployment, like I said, and also the declining real estate prices. Real estate prices over the past year and even before COVID has been crashing, all right? So if you tell me right now, is the economy doing better on the street level than pre-COVID? Yes. People are coming out, buying their milk teas and doing all this kind of stuff. Small ticket purchases, just doing absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. But housing prices has decreased more during COVID, right? During COVID, the prices of real estate was actually higher than what it is right now. So in that aspect, a lot of people have less home wealth based on that fact alone. And also because of the fact that China, a lot of people buy houses with heavy mortgages. Some of these guys are heavily in debt, and especially since how over the past 20 years, everybody's been investing in real estate as the for sure guaranteed way to earn money. So they buy houses, they leverage up, buy more houses, and they really got screwed because some places, the real estate prices dropped by 70%. And what's worse, they lose their job. They can't pay the mortgage payments, the monthly payments. The bank takes back the house and sells it off for a very cheap price. And what's even worse is that at the end of it, all right, I'm not going to get you with the nitty-gritty details, but at the end of it, they lose the house, they lose the down payments, they still owe the bank a ton of money, and they're in debt by a massive amount. And in China, it's not like the West. You can declare bankruptcy and wipe out the debt. You can never wipe out the debt here in China. You are stuck with it for life. You gotta work, be a slave, do whatever, find money off the ground or something, and try to fill that hole up. You always have to pay back the debt here in China, which is just the crazy part. So a lot of these people that bought houses thinking that they would earn money end up being negative. They go from very wealth to negative wealth, to having nothing, no house, but owing the bank 400,000 or 500,000, even 1 million, 2 million RMB It is just absolutely insane. But this isn't everybody. This is a portion of people, people that invested in real estate. They really got screwed over, or should I say, left holding the bag. And as a result of this big decline, some businesses have had to scale down, cut costs, fire employees, do all that kind of stuff. So yes, the economy is teetering along. It's not what it used to be, but do not think it's like a Great Depression kind of situation. No, it's not. There's still a lot of people that have money, and even those people that were able to sell their house and actually have a bunch of money and not be negative, these guys are still very wealthy because the house value, even though it crashed 50% or 70%, they might have still like had their portfolio of houses increased by 300-400% despite that. So it's like that they bought over here with their houses, and then it increased up over here, and it crashed 70%, and they sell over here, but it's still that big of a difference. So there's still a lot of people with money, but they're just more cautious where they're spending right now because of the way things are. Whether or not that affects Neil stock, I think even talking to a lot of customers, in general, people have lowered their purchasing budget. And this is why it was also very critical that Neil also adapted accordingly and lowered the prices, the price cut, and sort of split off the free battery swap, which is now gone, by the way. So the cars all decreased in price by 30,000 RMB, which is a very good move. People with lower budgets can now afford that car, and people will continue buying Neos if they meet their budget. Some of the customers I talked to, they say they can't afford the ES8. They don't have that much money in their pockets. They actually said that. They can only afford the ES6. Of course, the ES6 is a fantastic product. Go buy that car. So yes, the economy is hurting, but it is not as bad as what everybody says it is. A lot of people still do have a lot of money in their pockets. They can buy cars. They can buy whatever they want. But times has shifted. People are lowering their budgets, becoming more stringent, and Neil is adapting accordingly. So that is something that we don't have to worry about. And I think Neil will also come out with more cost-effective products and also cost-effective ways to promote their product. For example, right now, they've lowered the prices of their chargers, which makes it much more feasible to buy a Neil as well. Home chargers, I mean. So if you were always concerned about China's economy, take a deep breath, blow that air out. Don't be that concerned, all right? It's not as bad as everybody says. All right, don't forget to get your 16 free stocks with Moo and also Daily Lab fragrances. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.